Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Steve Breach coming to you here with the WWE Monday Night Raw 5-point preview for the upcoming December 5th edition of Monday Night Raw. This, of course, we are on the road to Backlash. Not Backlash, I apologize. What is the name? Roadblock 2016, yes. That are both bad names of bad pay-per-views. At least Backlash used to be back in the day after WrestleMania. And sort of getting you over that hump of getting you from WrestleMania into SummerSlam, getting you some good WrestleMania rematches. Roadblock to me is just sort of a show to have a show. Last year it was a network special in between the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. This year just seems to be clogging up December. TLC is tonight for the SmackDown brand, so Raw has to have their own December pay-per-view, so they're having Roadblock. End of the line. Still weird to me to have Roadblock happen twice in the same year. So many pay-per-view names, so many new names they could have used, but instead they're going with Roadblock. End of the line. Looking at the Monday Night Raw 5-point preview on WWE.com, it looks like this is not going to be a monumental edition of Monday Night Raw. The question is being asked, will Charlotte challenge Sasha Banks and put her undefeated pay-per-view streak on the line at Roadblock, trying to get a rematch, seeing how last week we had Sasha Banks beat Charlotte in a no DQ Falls Count Anywhere match that was pretty fucking good. Sasha Banks, the boss, taking the Women's Championship, the third time that she's beat Charlotte on Monday Night Raw. Still not able to do it on pay-per-view. Honestly, in my opinion, at this pay-per-view, Roadblock features a one-on-one match of Charlotte versus Sasha. I think this is the end of the line for Charlotte's undefeated streak. I think Charlotte will get it done, yet Charlotte will be in the title hunt come WrestleMania. Honestly, in my opinion, I would have had the girls go in separate directions. I would have had Charlotte start a feud with Bayley. I would have had Sasha Banks stand up against Nia Jax and gone in those separate directions. Seeing how Sasha and Jax had the face-to-face during the Survivor Series build-up, as well as Bayley trying to become a force on Monday Night Raw instead of just sort of just staying in the background and winning matches against Dana Brooke here nor there. We're probably going to get a monumental challenge. Last time we had a challenge from Charlotte against Sasha Banks, it was to go into Hell in the Cell, somewhere the women had never been before. So this time for them just to have a normal singles match at Roadblock seems like it's a little bit out of reach. They have to have some sort of a gimmick, I think, to go along with the match. But then again, with tonight basically being Extreme Rules Part 2, TLC for the SmackDown brand, what is going to be left? We already have a no DQ match as well as a tables match in this, and the last match that they had was a Hell in a Cell. It's supposed to be an end-all be-all for any kind of a feud, so I don't know what direction you go in, but it has to be something to sort of end that feud for a while. Last week on 205 Live, which debuted on the WWE Network, we have a new Cruiserweight Champion, being the outlandish Rich Swann, who beat Brian Kendrick. Seeing how we got this as a part of Monday Night Raw, and as well as having their own show which films at SmackDown. Still a little bit weird to me that they did not change brands during Survivor Series. There has to be some sort of a reason that they're doing this. I'm guessing that they just don't want to have cruiserweight matches on Monday Night Raw house shows on Tuesdays, or maybe they just don't even have house shows on Tuesdays. I'm not sure. But Rich Swann and Brian Kendrick more than likely going to be having some sort of a rematch. Honestly, in my opinion, I think Rich Swann beats Brian Kendrick yet once again. And then maybe at Roadblock, we see a new cruiserweight step forward, or maybe do some one of these crazy fatal four-ways with just guys flying everywhere and the championship being on the line for Rich Swann. We have a big angle being built up between Sami Zayn standing up to Mick Foley. Mick Foley doesn't want Sami Zayn messing around with Braun Strowman. It's not that he's trying to protect Strowman. Foley is actually trying to protect Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn, last week on Monday Night Raw, called Mick Foley a hypocrite for basically not letting him go after the big guy. But he doesn't want Sami Zayn picking a fight that he can't back up. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't think that Braun Strowman's undefeated streak on Monday Night Raw is going to be coming to an end at the hands of Sami Zayn. Somebody I wouldn't be surprised, if Braun Strowman is just being built up at this point for, come February, the Big Show to return before his return match against Shaquille O'Neal at WrestleMania 33, and just Big Show sort of making himself look big, beating Braun Strowman. So I think that's where they're going. So anything with Sami Zayn and Braun Strowman, I'm not thinking that's going to be the world, but they are really trying really hard to make Sami Zayn look like the ultimate underdog. So look for him to get his shots in, but ultimately get his ass kicked against Strowman. Last week we had an attack with Seth Rollins attacking Chris Jericho. I wouldn't be surprised if Chris Jericho is going to face Seth Rollins on the end of the line pay-per-view, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jericho is absent from helping out Kevin Owens for the next few weeks. I wouldn't be surprised if Seth Rollins is at Raw and Jericho is probably there but not featured on the show to sell his injury from eating face on the sedan last week when he was pedigreed on top of it. Rollins and Reigns will probably work close together but not have that Shield reuniting that we thought we were going to get for a long time. We're going to have to set up Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. I believe the match is announced, but I'm honestly not 100% sure. I know that there's been a lot of people overreacting at the fact that they've been doing house show matches for the United States Championship, but at Roadblock, the match will be for Kevin Owens' WWE Championship. Of course, at house shows, you're going to make Roman Reigns go over. You're going to want to make this guy look big. You want to make him look strong. I think that that's the right match to have on a house show. House shows are supposed to make you disband belief, and Roman Reigns losing at a house show, even if it is the Universal Champion Kevin Owens, is kind of hokey, in my opinion. So let the guy win, let it be for the U.S. belt, and let people think that he's got a chance of winning it come Roadblock, a title change that I don't see coming. I'm not sure that Kevin Owens is going to be Universal Champion heading into WrestleMania. I wouldn't be surprised to see him lose it on the chase to there. I just don't see it going down at Roadblock. That looks like what Monday Night Raw is going to be. Like I said, 5 segments. They don't look like they're going to be really big segments. Roadblock isn't really a blow-away pay-per-view. December is sort of a throwaway time with wrestling. So it is what it is. Peace out. I'll see you guys when I get home and I'm watching TLC.